This nigga told me he want receipts. Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts, nigga. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts, nigga. You need more proof, nigga? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. We're not signing, nigga. Cause I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that.
Tap out button. When you get to a certain point and the money is running low, you gotta run this hustle to try to find somebody to blame. You know what I'm saying? I have all my receipts.
Let me put y'all onto the real story behind Mace and Diddy, cause Mace ain't holding back no more, and it's about time we spill this tea hot and unfiltered. Picture this. The glittering lights of Bad Boy Records' glory days were blinding, but behind all that flash, Diddy was running things like the kingpin of manipulation, and Mace was caught in his crosshairs. Mace just came through and laid it bare. Dealing with Diddy was like playing chess with the devil himself. It wasn't just about pumping out hits or stacking cash. Nah, it was a mental warfare, y'all. Mace said it himself. It was torture. He dropped gems about how Puff tried to starve him. Not just figuratively, but literally, pushing him to the edge till he was so broke he couldn't show up. And every time, Diddy, the master of false promises, would lure him back in with sweet words and empty checks. Ain't that some mess? And if y'all think Diddy's all smooth talk and shiny suits, Mace is here to remind you, this dude's got receipts, and they don't look pretty. Mace ain't trying to hear none of that brother love act. Diddy had that man running in circles, stacking up hits, and never seeing a dime.
It's crazy, man. I know Mace, he spoke out about Diddy house getting raided. If you can, right, because he got the show with Cam, and a lot of people, they don't know about the history between Mace and Diddy. Let the people know how Diddy did him dirty, if you don't mind.
From what I know, I think that Diddy wasn't teaching Mace the business. You understand? He was using Mace as other artists to write rhymes on other people, write songs on other people's albums, on his album, and taking their talents and stealing their publishing on different albums and different records. Prime example, Mace wrote that Bad Boy joint. I ain't even see him at the premiere because I believe Diddy owned most of the publishing on that, which ended up being a big record that went over to movies. I think Mace was upset the fact that when he learned the business, he saw how Diddy had robbed him. He had took the glory for the albums, the music, and all the records that he had did. And he got pennies for it. You understand? 8,000 here, 10,000 there. You understand? When the record go platinum, Diddy's getting 200,000-300,000 and only gave him pennies for writing a song, getting points on publishing that he didn't even deserve. So Mace learning the business and knowing the business, it led him to be upset. Diddy was teaching him wrong. Like Diddy was teaching him not to even speak to people, brother. You understand what I'm saying? Nate used to come up in there, yo, what's up? How you doing? He had that Harlem smile. You know what I mean? Like he happy, he's shining. Cause, you know, he had a lot of jewels that the other artists didn't have. He used to come up in the studios, he used to come places fly. Did he tell him, yo, you ain't gonna never be famous cause you always speaking to people. Let them speak to you.
Imagine being the backbone behind the legendary Mo Money Mo Problems and not even getting paid your worth. The audacity. Mace said he knew Diddy's game. He'd keep you on a leash, let you think you're free while holding all the power. talk about the puppet master moves, and when it came to cutting people loose, Diddy held contracts tighter than grandma's purse in a crowd.
I seen Mace stop speaking to people. When I told him, man, don't listen to that nigga with that old dumb shit. Be you. But he found out after Big died and Puff left his ass out in California, he knew only Puff was for self. So Mace and them didn't have what these kids have now with the internet, with the YouTubes, to learn the business themselves or listen to somebody teach them the business and stuff to watch out for. It was word of mouth or somebody sitting you down or you hiring a lawyer back then to teach you what you're supposed to know by representing you. So Mace has every right to be upset with Diddy because Diddy really stole his legacy in the music. See, what you got to understand this is that a lot of those kids learned the business after they signed their contracts. They learned the business after they was in the business for 3 or 4 years. So now, when they learned the business and they was doing, sitting right there, writing a whole record, a whole song, right? And Diddy was like, yeah. Here, take this, take that. Give them 10,000 for that one song that they wrote. And that song goes platinum 2 or 3 times. And he get the 25% for being the writer on that because they wrote the song and gave it to him. And he's on as the publisher, as the writer. You understand what I'm saying? He getting a percentage of the writing that was done, and all he gave was 10,000. They learned they learned later in the business that they was do that publishing. He shouldn't have got the percentage that he got on there, because he gave them 10,000, 5,000, 8,000 for writing. So now they learned the business late. And when they learned the business, they seen how wrong that he was doing them. Even though the music people want you to say, well, we're taking a chance, we're taking a thing. Yo, listen to me, man. You wouldn't be there if you think that you wasn't talented and they could sell records off you and using your talents. They've seen enough people that come through. So you writing all those hits and you not getting the money from them. How many years Mace didn't get the money from Bad Boy that they use on Will Smith and them Bad Boys? I went to the premiere with Puff. Mace wasn't even there. But he wrote that.
Mace had to beg on live radio just to get out of a deal, and even then, it wasn't over. Dude was clinging to Mace like a bad breakup. And don't get it twisted, Mace ain't just salty, cause he ain't got no spotlight. He walked away to save himself, cause staying with Diddy was like dancing with the devil in Gucci loafers. But best believe when the Grammys came around and Diddy got all preachy about respect for black music, Mace wasn't buying it for a second. He knew firsthand that Diddy was out here giving speeches on loyalty while running a business built on exploitation. So, while folks want to glamorize the golden era of Bad Boy, Mace is here pulling back the curtain, showing that behind all those hits was a man determined to control, cheat, and keep his pockets fat at the expense of everyone else. Diddy might have kept that shiny image tight, but Mace is proving that karma don't miss, and it's got receipts.